In the fall of 2022, I attempted one of my most challenging hikes. I left New Jersey and spent the better part of the day driving through beautiful New England until I reached Maine. From there, I worked my way up to the north central part of the state. The goal was to hike to the top of Mount Katahdin, the tallest point in Maine, with an elevation of 5,267 feet. This video documents the entire adventure to Baxter Peak. Thanks for joining me. So we've now officially entered Baxter State Park and we're approaching our campground. Our campground is Katahdin Springs. We have reservations there. The nice thing about this campground is it is the location where the trailhead to the top of Baxter Peak is located. Dirt road going in, 10 to 20 miles an hour, so it's slow moving. But after 10 hours of driving, we've just about arrived. Well, we finally made it to our campground, Katahdin Stream. All of the water is treated from the natural water source, pit toilets only. Really excited about this hike tomorrow. We'll be taking the Appalachian Trail all the way up. The trailhead is only maybe 20 yards from this campsite right here, so I'll be able to walk straight to the trailhead. Average hiker, they say 10 to 12 hours to complete the hike. So we'll start nice and early, get to bed here, sleeping inside the minivan tonight. I thought it would just keep me a little bit warmer and save the trouble of pitching the tent. So we're gonna get to bed. Look forward to this hike tomorrow. We'll check back in with you then. Good night. A pretty good night of rest last night. It is 5:30 in the morning. Try to get on the trail within 45 minutes. Here we go. Never easy getting started on a cold morning. Looking forward to this hike though. So we are officially underway right now, 6:30 in the morning. We are on the Hunt Trail. This is considered one of the easier trails to the top of Katahdin. It is 5.2 miles each way with an elevation change of 4,188 feet. We are about 20 minutes into the hike right now. Still relatively flat, maybe a slight incline. Stream is on the right-hand side. We're following that, I guess, up as far as we can. And we are officially on the Appalachian Trail. Down south, they call it the Appalachian Trail. Up north, they call it the Appalachian Trail. So we'll call it that for the rest of this video. And on this trail, the goal is to keep the white blazes in our line of sight. And for starters, it looks like the trails are well marked. We are still on the Hunt Trail, or the AT. That'll take us to the peak of Katahdin. Oh, we've got a mile already. Not bad. And not much elevation. So here's your warm-up, about 50 to 60 feet, rock stairs all the way up, and they keep going. That's when the fun starts. So for the last half mile or so, we've been going uphill, stepping over a lot of boulders along the way. Pretty much just class 2 stuff, but not a manicured trail and definitely no switchbacks. So the elevation at certain points definitely gets steep. So we've gone 2.2 miles so far. That leaves 3 miles to go. Kind of scrambling over some rocks at this point. If you're looking for views so far, this is not the trail for you. Apart from that one vista I already showed you. It's just, it's a peaceful hike. It's a beautiful hike. All right, we met some subscribers on the trail, and man, you guys, serious accomplishment, huh?
Yeah.
This is it. What is it?
The AT, the Appalachian Trail.
Northern Terminus.
Oh, wow.
So,
And so far, you guys started in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
And how long to get to this point?
A little over 5.5 months.
5.5 months, yeah.
Wow, congratulations. And that's pretty much non-stop, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't take any long breaks along the way?
Not really.
Straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the time to celebrate. In about 2.5 miles from now,
Yeah.
you'll be on the top.
Yeah.
2,194.3.
Yeah.
Nice. Man. What was the hardest part of the trail? Are you on it right now?
Whites in southern Maine.
Yeah.
Whites in southern Maine, yeah.
No kidding.
So, New Hampshire, southern Maine.
Cool. Well, hey, God bless you guys. Be safe going up, and congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
impressive.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Really impressive. So it's always fun to get recognized on the trail by some subscribers, but way more impressive than that is what those guys are just about to accomplish. As I mentioned earlier, this is the Appalachian Trail, and depending on where you start or where you end, this is the beginning or the end of your hike. For these guys, they've gone all the way from Georgia, and they're about 2 miles right now from finishing at the top of Baxter Peak. Again, what an amazing achievement over the span of 6 months. And if you look at a trail map, this is about the halfway point in terms of mileage and in terms of elevation. It'll start leveling off near the top of the trail, but as a trail goes, this is the midway point of the intense elevation. And on this trail, unlike many other trails, you really bang it out in sort of a short amount of time by simply going over these large boulders on the way up. This is amazing up here. So we're above the tree line, even above the cloud line too. I think we've knocked off the major elevation. Got some iron rungs up ahead, but the views are spectacular. A little tricky coming through this section right here. Have some pretty decent exposure also. Not too bad though. And you can see where we have to go. The key is keeping those white blazes in our line of sight. And every once in a while you get a little iron rung right there to help you out, but you're climbing up the mountain at this point. I was richly concerned about the elevation change. That's been nothing. This is slow going and really challenging as you're reaching your way to the peak. Taking a little shelter in this rock crevice. Man, it is getting cold and the wind is really picking up. I think I see the peak in the distance. Gotta keep pressing on at this point. Play with the big boys now. Working our way up these rocks. You gotta be really careful on the rocks. I'm sorry for the wind noise too, by the way, because this is a spot where you can break a leg so easily. But we're about 2/10 of a mile away from the top of this part, which is what I hear has been referred to as the gateway. But man, oh man, look at what we came up already. So you can see what we've been up against. I haven't pulled the camera out for the real sketchy sections, but they're making you work to get to the top of this one. So we're glad to be off those rocks. We've reached, in a sense, what they call the tableland. Not the peaks yet, we're getting close, but it's leveled off. It's really pretty up here. Wow, check that out. We have made it. One of America's Park's most challenging hikes. My lips are frozen up here. Highest point in the state of Maine, Baxter Peak, Mount Katahdin. So what you're looking at right there is the other side of the peak, and that is affectionately known as the Knife's Edge. Really an intense route to get up here to Baxter Peak. And after talking to one of the gentlemen that just completed it, I made the right decision by staying off. All right, so I'm gonna grab a bite to eat right now and then head back down, but wow, what a view. Thanks so much for watching the whole video. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to America's Parks. And remember, here at America's Parks, there's always room for you on every national park adventure. God bless you.